over everything that you know been saying about for the 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years,
the whole
no
argument.
trophy, 6 years, no trophy.
Yeah, right. Still,
it shuts everyone's conversations down. It ends it.
And it buys him some credit as well. Not that he needs it because he signed
it
a deal.
doesn't buy him no time. It buys him contract for however long he wants it for.
No, as in the people that try and say that, okay, because there are some people that say, you know what, Arteta, you're a good manager, you've improved us, blah, 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 blah. But you just haven't showed us thus far that you can get over the line. That's the final confirmation that fans like that need, isn't it?
I say yet. I always say yet.
Because every year we don't, it's getting bigger and bigger. Pause.
Wait. Vig said if we win Champions League means fuck all.
No, the league means F all. The league. Yeah, he's right.
Win Champions League. Oh, okay.
Right. He's about to draw him up for no reason.
Yeah, I had Bayern ready. My bad.
No, it's true. It's true because for me, I feel like we not you lot necessarily, but I feel a lot of Arsenal is focused off like squad building, and this ain't necessarily wrong, building for the future. But in life, sometimes you're presented with something in the present moment. I'm quite confident that whether we win the league next year or not, we're still going to be having league conversations like we've had. I can't guarantee we're going to be in the semi-finals again of the Champions League, or if we turn up against Madrid, we're going to do something. But we've got a fantastic opportunity, like to make history, to win something. Do you think it convinces players to sign for Arsenal as well? Because that's a lot of talk. If we win the champs, a lot of players want to join us.
100%. Not even winning the champs. I don't even. You're talking about winning, and I'm saying it is if you're looking at it as players and owners, they're looking at the team thinking you lot can compete with anyone. Whether you win or not is a whole different conversation. So any player that's coming over, you want to at least be in the title, in a conversation with the biggest trophies and the biggest stages, isn't it? You're not going to be like, oh, you didn't win the Champions League, so I'm not coming. You'll be like, did you compete? Are you there? Can I come and play?
Did you get
for a team that's going to be seen by the biggest on the biggest stages, isn't it? You don't say, oh, because you didn't win the league, I'm not coming. You say, did you compete? Am I going to be there or thereabouts, isn't it? So that's what any player in the world is going to come and look at our team, young manager, young players. Everyone's coming into their prime because the team's still young. They'll be looking at it like that's exactly where you're going to go. It's probably one of the most attractive projects in world football.
And you see that comment there, it changes the whole history of the football club, 136 years. Bro, and then people...
I don't know about changing the whole history, but it does stuff.
Hold on.
Well, you can't see that's a 9 and not a 6.
139, my bad, I got mad. But people will say, do you know why it's agenda driven? Yeah, because if he does something you've never seen at this club before, how can you then say you still want to give him another year or something?
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
No, but that's what
you wouldn't have a leg to stand on still if we win the champs.
That's what they're saying. Remember, Aaron,
you get a statue.
Even Aaron was on here saying, yeah, if he wins the Champions League, he gives them another year. That's when you know it's agenda driven. He's giving you something you've never seen in your whole life. And
I said this before. I said some people, they talk so bad about the club that they actually need what they say to come true. Not that they want it to, but they need it to. So it looks like so they don't seem silly. Obviously, you say like me. I chat so much positive about the club. I need you to prove me right. You get it? Theirs is the same. Theirs is they chat so much bad about the club that they need it to come true slightly, so they don't seem foolish. Who's gonna say Arteta's won the Champions League for Arsenal? Get a statue. They're talking about giving him another year. Does that even make sense?
Yeah, that's when I'm saying it's agenda driven. Do you get what I'm saying? How is a man giving you no home something you've never seen in your whole life, but then it's still only a year? Like, come on, man. Like, make it make sense.
Tell them not to go to the parade.
Our European pedigree is horrible.
Tell them not to go to the parade then. They can't go to the parade.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. I feel like some of these Arsenal YouTubers, them you've been talking, if we win something, there's going to be people there that you're going to have to answer to. So just know the stuff you talk on the internet, just know that people might actually want to hear what you got to say in person. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm being so serious, bro, because you can't, the stuff some people say about the manager, how are you then going to go and celebrate it? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. It don't add up for me. Like, if I'm
said that in the most eloquent way as well.
No,
I would sit down at the cafe and have a little conversation, a little tea conversation. So let's talk about that stream on the August the 17th at 2:30. Let's delve into it. It's
true though, because I've grown up here. I'm a person where, like, if you've been slating, that's your whole thing. And then you still celebrate when we win, I'm gonna look at you and go, bro, you weren't here. You weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Definitely.
You get me? You weren't here. So how are you then gonna now celebrate it?
But you know what it is? I always bring everything. I always bring everything to this from the streets. You get it? So the same way man sees it as, you know, how if you're over there celebrating with rival fans, then you're over there, fam.
That's
how I see it. All of this mixing and blending
can be dangerous.
You're mixing and blending. You're over there with them like that, and you're liking it over there. Stay over there. When you come back over here, you're gonna catch problems. You get it?
Yeah.
Because you was over there, and that's where you stay. You can't mix and blend it like that. So that's how I see it. But these man, they don't take it as personally as I do. I see it as raw. You're over there, slap. And not only just that, they got names for man like top gooners and what's the other one?
We all just want Arsenal to win, like
sexuals and all of this type of stuff.
And remember, if you're Arteta, if you're Arteta sexual, all this stuff, yeah. Remember, that person loves him, so he's gonna defend him with everything, as you man would say, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When you men are coming to these events, winning champs, if it happens, God forbid, yeah. Boom, you lot are gonna be there, and like I said, just have your crowd. You better have a crowd. Like you better have your own little section because it won't be nice. I'm telling you. Fuck that. I hate people like that, bro. It's so like your whole agenda's popped down now, but now you want to celebrate. No, bro. Sit there on your computer.
This is what we wanted, though. This is what we wanted.
Yeah. That's what they say. We wanted this. We wanted this.
They'll be like, this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted.
But I'm a person. If if you moan about something and it don't get changed, bro, if you keep moaning about it, it just becomes like a girl thing now. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like nothing is gonna change. Like,
that's why I said it's redundant speaking about Arteta, whether you want him in or not, because he signed a new deal. Until that gets reviewed, the man's staying. How do we move on?
Yeah,
but you can't deny that what he's doing a good job.
No, but D, that's obviously, I know you're not talking to me directly, but that's why I think some people. That's why I think some people are not being honest with themselves. Like for me, I can up. The only question for me personally is, Arteta, can you get us over the line? I think you're a good coach. We'll be here all day. You've done all of them things. You're developing us. You've made a lot of mistakes, naturally. You have a lot of question marks, naturally, but you are the guy. I've praised you where I can, and I've critiqued you where you can. For me, it's just a thing of, can you get over the line? Every year you don't get over the line, or I feel we're this good and we're not. I have to review that. There's some that have done too much, like, mad derogatory names. He's this, that, and the other. It's them kind of guys that don't have a leg to stand on. I think being on any side of that fence is a bit brazy to me. But that's where it goes too far. By all means, criticize the manager. But when you're, calling, using all them mad words about not just him, the players, that's when it's gone too far. Because there is one thing you said that D said, and it stuck with me. A few months ago, he was like, don't think the players are not necessarily watching your content, whether you're getting 10 views or 100 million views. Be yourself, be partial, but like, don't do the negative train thing unnecessarily, if that makes sense.
100%. These things affect people. Everyone, you have to remember, everyone's human beings. The same way I can get affected by something, it's the same way the players can. They're probably on the coach a lot of the time. Remember when Arteta put up the even Tony tweet in the changing room? Remember, he put up the tweet. It was a kickabout with the lads. He put it up, fam, because he saw it. People were talking about it. They must have been talking about that daily. When we play this team again, you will see. Bruv, you think they're not in the change room talking, like when they're in the hotel room and they're one of them sitting there? They probably just put on streams, innit? What else are they going to put on? The
players were saying that the Real Madrid people were talking too much. Arteta indirectly alluded to it as well. So you're right, D.
Come on, what you have to remember, if you're a football player and you got a long flight, or you get to Madrid a day early, maybe a day and a half early, and you're in a hotel room, you got 8 hours in a hotel room, you go to bed early, go to bed about 8 o'clock at night, you're sitting in a room, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna watch something on YouTube or something, innit?
And you're gonna put on streams, innit? You get me?
And that can give them confidence.
See what people are saying, see what's going on, people laughing at stuff, people joking. Oh, my man's cussing us again. That's what you're gonna watch. You're gonna watch TV like everyone else, bro.
And the main thing for me with Arteta is, above all, is that we're competitive again. We've never been the big bad bullies. That's the ambition. As D said earlier, we want to win the champs. We want to not just win the Premier League, but try and retain it and do all of that. We don't get bullied anymore. We don't crumble anymore. There's a certain level of expectation. In short, I'm not even accusing previous Arsenal players of this, but any player out there, I cannot look at you and think it doesn't mean anything to you. And I think during this Emirates era, we've had too many squads and players that were like that, or they would fancy, like if we got a game on Tuesday, they'll be up for it. They're not necessarily up for it at the weekend. I think that is one of the non-negotiables Arteta brought. So I'll be, as long as we're competitive.
And you're right about that. And that's a good analysis you had there, because I think that was a purposeful thing that he done. Because this is why when you say you're putting people like Declan Rice in the team, you might say, yeah, he can't turn on the half turn and he doesn't do this type of passes and all of that stuff. But you're not understanding that there's two sides of the game. And the other side of the game that he has is character. And you see the character in the team. You got Gabriel, character. Raya, character. Timber, character. Rice. Even Odegaard's got character. He never hides. He might not be having the best form in the world, but he does not hide. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Saka, character.
Wait. What did you do?
Marino,
wait.
You get it?
He don't hide.
I agree. But someone's
Don't
gonna
hide, fam. He never hides.
Bro, I've seen.
What?
Listen.
Bro, one second. When we had Odegaard, when
Go on.
Odegaard was missing for 3 months, what happened when he was missing?
We were
lack creativity and fans were crying for him back.
We couldn't pass two passes together.
Was very prevalent against Ipswich. Turned up at the Bernabeu. I got a pre-assist as well.
Odegaard is the biggest hider going, bro.
You're mad.
You're a liar. Catch, you're a liar.
I'm a liar. Bro, listen.
Catch, you're a liar.
Again, you lot are gonna go off the Ipswich games and all this. And
Odegaard don't hide.
Real Madrid as well.
Pardon?
Real Madrid as well.
What
The Bernabeu. He didn't hide. He might not have been great in what
he's not hiding.
And look at his role in, I think it was Saka's goal, actually. Saka's when he clipped the keeper.
Moreno got the assist. He done a normal pass.
No, mate, the phase of play.
Wait, but his pass to Moreno was just anyone could have done it.
No, we weren't to Moreno. It was started with Saka, and then he's passed to Rice first. Then he followed Rice in, and then got the ball to Moreno. The last part you're talking about is just the ending.
Exactly, yeah. Watch the whole phase of play again.
Hold on. What? So we're giving man praise for the pre-come assist.
No, you didn't see it. You don't understand it. You're not understanding.
Is that what we're doing? Oh, you done the pre.
Okay, you see when Saka misses the penalty? Have you seen it? Who goes over to him 3 times?
When the Real Madrid players are trying to do the most.
Man's giving him praise for hugging a man after he missed the penalty.
You're rubbing it out. Captain's rubbing it out. You're rubbing it out.
No, I'm not rubbing it out, bro.
You're making it sound mad.
Bro.
He doesn't hide. He's not playing well, but he does not hide ever.
Exactly. And that's our point. You see in big games, if a player does not play well, it becomes you're hiding. That's what everyone said.
No, that's not fair.
No.
That's not fair. That don't make sense, Catch. Because let's say I'm a striker and I'm having 10 shots. I'm playing a 90-minute game. I have 10 shots, but I bundled them all over. You can say I'm playing poor, but I'm not hiding. Or if I'm a striker, you haven't seen anything from me. Now I'm hiding.
But there's a difference. Okay.
The criticize Odegaard's lack of ability or form. You have to have seen him.
He's not on form, but he don't hide ever. He wants every minute of the game.
Yeah,
bro. Yes, because it goes through him. No Holmes. If
he's not hiding,
if you watch the guy play, everything goes through him. There will, even the Real Madrid game, it was Alaba. Yeah, is it Alaba or Alba? I've gone mad. Alaba. That's it. I got it right. Innit? Yeah. So Alaba's there. Me running at Alaba. Yeah. If it's just me and Alaba and Saka, if I run towards Alaba, I know he's got to commit. Do you get what I'm saying? And then that leaves Saka open. It's one of them things. But Odegaard will get the ball and he will literally just pass it off to Saka straight away. And now it makes it a thing where Saka's got to beat his man. If you just drive a bit, the guy has to commit. You leave Saka. That's what I mean about hiding.
There's improvements and stuff, but he's not hiding though. That's the debate.
There was so many, even in the Ipswich.
He's clearly lacking confidence, but hiding is man.
He was probably the best player. Him and Marino were the two best players against Ipswich.
And we pressed very well against Madrid. Who is that because of? Somebody that leads the press and actually coordinates.
Even in the Ipswich game, bro, there were so many.
Yeah, the kid as well.
So many times that my man could have just turned, open his body, take a shot. What does he do? He always he throws the responsibility to someone else. That is hiding, bro.
No,
what are you talking about?
No.
Who watch him? Am I only watching? Is it only me watching Odegaard?
Yeah.
Bro,
No, you're wrong.
So you think he's a coward, basically?
He's a coward. He's not a captain.
No way, bro.
Don't move him, man.
No way.
Listen, you lot will see
No
it.
way.
You lot will see it anyway. You lot will see it.
Odegaard is one of the players that, no matter what, always wants the ball, always is in the thick of everything, bro. What are you talking about? He's just not playing well.
And he had a kid.
He always wants everything. He don't hide ever.
I can't lie, Catch. You're actually being harsh. You got an agenda. I can't lie.
Wait. It's mad how you're bringing up the comments that say nah, but you don't bring up the ones that say Odegaard's a coward, facts, all this.
Where? I did bring that up.
Yeah. Bring that up. He's a coward.
What has he done that's cowardly, though?
Bro, his whole persona is just cowardly, bro. The guy
because he's not who you have down as a captain. But how does that make him a coward?
The guy don't even go in for 50-50s. You can't tell me he's not a coward.
Nah,
like, bro, the guy don't. What are we doing? That is like the bare minimum when you play a bit of football to go for 50-50. That is the bare minimum, bro.
He's not someone you'd want with you if you got into a problem in a nightclub, but he's not hiding, bro. He's not.
He ain't hiding, man. Odegaard ain't hiding, bro.
Listen,
he's just playing shit.
Listen, it's different. It's different when everything goes through you. People are not
why
understanding.
Why does it go through him? Why does it go through him?
Because he's the only one on the pitch that could do it.
No, why though? If he's a coward, he wouldn't go through him.
Exactly. Arteta would have to change it quickly.
Okay. You see before, like we were
one of the most complicated roles in Arteta's system as well.
Pardon?
I said he's got one of the most complicated roles in Arteta's system as well, but I can't. You can.
Bro. Hold on. So as a captain, Bernabeu, aren't you taking that penalty?
Well, you know Saka was always taking that, man. That's what they do.
No, Saka's just come back from injury. I would have said, yo,
what's that going to do with taking the pen, bro?
Bro,
what's that going to do with taking the pen?
No, why would you stand up and take that penalty as a captain?
Come on, you watch football. You know Odegaard's doing the decoy thing. He's holding the ball because they're going to mess around and do that Madrid stuff.
No, but he would say that's fine. Odegaard is taking the flak before he even gets.
I hear that. But
I see how it looks, but I don't think it was a tactic.
As a captain, I would have said to my manager, you know what? This game, if we get a penalty, let me have that.
No,
do you get me?
No.
What do you mean, no? Wait. Are we not forgetting that Saka's gave Odegaard penalties? Like, what are we doing here?
Come on, man. That's little idiot games, man. This is the Bernabeu and that.
This is crazy. Man says Odegaard don't hide.
He don't hide.
Even when Odegaard won a penalty a few years ago and he gave it to Havertz, he was struggling. That's a leader, bro.
Captain
Foreman that I can agree with, but hiding, he is a shy guy. Odegaard is a shy guy. I can agree with all of that. I don't know where Catch is now taking it, but I agree with that. He does. Catch said he ducks out 50-50s. I do believe that. I do think he's a shy guy. He probably wouldn't be my captain, but then I think Catch is doing too much with the Odegaard slander.
Nah, he don't hide.
No way. Look, he ain't a leader. What are we doing here? Odegaard hides. Yes. All right.
How is he not a leader, though?
All right.
No, but how is he not a leader?
Bro, because as a leader, you do. If I'm the leader, yeah, you lot do. I'm just going off you two, no Holmes, yeah. You two do as I do, kind of thing, yeah. As monkey do, monkey see, yeah. If I'm a leader, I've got the standards I give is got to be to a standards where everyone has to follow suit. If everyone else is seeing Odegaard run into a 50-50 and go, actually, I don't want that. You can't then tell me I've got to go in for. Why didn't you go in for that? What do you mean? You didn't even go.
There's not only one type of leader, though, bro. There's different versions of leaders. You're saying the leader is this, but there's other leaders that will say, okay, Odegaard knows that his best attributes are not penalty takers, so he gives it to the penalty taker. That don't make sense.
Give me another leader.
And he's clearly got a voice in the change rooms if he's the captain.
Give me another leader like Odegaard.
Why?
Because you said there's obviously clearly different captains. Give me another one like Odegaard.
Why do I have to give you another one like Odegaard? I don't understand.
Because if you've told me there's more different captains like Odegaard, you should be able to give me one.
Someone said Modric.
No. He ain't the Real Madrid captain like that. He don't even start like that. Give me another one. Try again.
Who's the Madrid captain then?
Bro, Modric don't start. What are we talking about? Try again,
captain?
Yeah, but he's captain it though.
Who's Real Madrid's captain?
Who is it? I don't even know, but I know it's not Modric.
Yeah, trust. I don't even know who the hell is
I don't know who it is, but we know it's not Modric. It's not Modric. He don't start.
Bro, not everyone has to be screaming and shouting. Fam. What about Reece James? Is he screaming and shout?
There's even wait. Catch. You would say Timber's a leader. Lewis Kelly's a leader, right? Saliba's a leader, right?
I wouldn't say Timber's a leader yet. Nah, not yet. Why would you say Timber's a leader? What? Wait. Where have you?
You are a leader. Bro,
Why?
remember the Invincibles? There was bare leaders on that pitch. He's one of them. Timber's one of them.
Not yet. Nah, not yet.
He definitely is. Do you know how vocal he is at games? Like the Fulham game I said I went to, do you know how much him and I actually liked it from Wanyeri, how much them two were shouting at each other? Then it was all love at halftime and full time. Timber's a defo leader. Trust me, defo leader. Definitely. Right. Ben White's another one as well. I just think Odegaard, he fits the image of the pretty boy, innit? And what we're doing is
there's different versions, bro. There's different versions.
Yeah, there's different versions. I do agree Odegaard needs to pull his finger out a bit, but
and like I said, remember, it's opinionated. Like what I'm saying ain't gospel. This is just how I feel. I feel like he's scared.
He's checking in. Scared of the Odegaard in on you. He's scared of you lot in the chat.
Wait, no. People like to think it's gospel, innit? I just have to get out there that it's
he's scared.
Yeah, no, but listen.
When we're at the thingy, the parade, remember he mentioned about you're gonna have to back what he said.
You could come, anyone, you could come say hello.
But even to the point with Odegaard as well, like. You see on the pitch, you know what type of, you can see from his character exactly what type of character he's behind the scenes. You know he's always on time. You know he's always one of the last ones to leave the training with. You know he's always the ones that's going to be there for the youngsters. You know that for a fact already. You know he's never in the media with no nonsense. He's never none of that.
So how you the last one to lead the training pitch, but you can't use your right foot? That's what's crazy to me.
Horrible, man.
About random
that is what, bro. I'm not even a ball. I'm a ball like ex-baller. Like I've played football, not at a mad level, but bro, you know I could use both feet like at a good level. Yeah.
I just use my left foot. I don't even use my right foot.
No, but I'm saying, as a footballer that you train maybe once or twice a day, how can you not use your other foot?
It don't work like that, bro.
What do you mean it don't work like that?
It don't work like that, bro. If you play football, you know, I've been playing for my whole life. I can't even use my right foot, really.
Yes, and that's my point. You ain't been playing like at a world. If anyone at a world level, if you play at a big stage, you train once and maybe sometimes twice a day. You have to be able to use your weak foot. Are you going mad?
Why?
Because that's all you're doing.
Use it. Like being naive to say he never uses his right peg. We know he's predominantly extremely left-footed, but come on.
Use the right foot. It's just there to run on. That's it.
Yeah, but there's bare man like that. When do you see Palmer use his right peg?
No, there's bare man like that.
But hold on, we weren't talking about Palmer. You know what's mad? When we're talking about this, I told you, man, to name me another captain like my man. But now, all of a sudden, now you can name me another guy like Odegaard. That ain't a conversation. We're talking about Odegaard here. Yeah, my man is not the guy. Left-footers are different. Yeah,
but you're talking about captaincy, but now you're talking about his attributes of playing with the ball at his feet. You're talking about,
and he's a natural left footer going out to the right more time as well. You gotta remember when you're receiving the ball.
No, I'm just saying in general, bro. Just as a football player, like how, like.
But that's the point I'm making. You've gone from talking about a football player, so that opens the door to everyone. Every football player plays every single day, don't they? So you can't just say we're talking about player. You open the door to that. When we're talking about captaincy, it's two different convos. Now you're going to.
I hear you.
You're saying every footballer should be able to use both feet. Then why not just Odegaard?
No. And people say, man said Ozil. Ozil could use the right as well. Ozil could. Like,
no, he couldn't.
What? I've only seen him use it about 3 times, a couple finishes. But he was extremely left-footed as well.
Crazy.
There's been extremely left-footed man in our team as well.
Have you seen Odegaard shoot? He passes it back to the keeper every time.
These things need to fix up.
Look at players like Tierney, people like Tierney, people like what's thing's name? Ben White.
Wanyeri don't use his right foot like that.
You're gonna like these men are both footed.
No, but when Yeri's 17, we've seen him go down that right and use the right foot. That's my point. We see Odegaard. If
we never even used to see Giroud use his right peg, man. Come on, man. Them left footers are weird.
No. We're not talking about Giroud. I'm just talking about Odegaard. Yeah, bro. The guy's a fraud, bro. You lot will soon see it. That's all. And you see if we listen. You see if we win this Champions League.
He's way better than you don't realize.
Listen, if we win this Champions League, what has he done? What has he done?
No, Champions League winning captain. You can't do all of that.
Yeah, and that's what he's gonna get. Champions League winning captain. What did he do?
He would be though.
What did he do?
He guided us to a Champions League win on the pitch.
No, you can't give me You
was
can't give
there
me
in
one.
both legs.
Hold on. When you said to me, what did he do? And I said to you, he went over to Saka 3 times. You dismissed it.
Bro.
Wait. So what do you want? I want to see him. Yeah, no, I want to see him. I want to see him.
Pause.
What's the thing called? Comments. Hey, I'm talking to you, DJ. I want to see Catch. I want to talk directly to him.
Good.
Yeah. When you say that he's a captain, and I said to you, he went over to Saka 3 times after the missed penalty. That was a crucial moment because it felt like the momentum was going to go back to Real Madrid. What did you want him to do at that point? What do you think a captain should have done at that point?
No. But
No.
hold on.
I'm not holding on. I want you to answer that question. What do you want a captain to do at that point?
But I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I didn't say there was anything wrong with that.
But you said he's not. You said he's not a captain. So I want you to tell me what a captain should have done at that point.
Obviously, put his arm around him. I get that, but
that's why he's the captain.
Wait, that's all he done. No, because everyone else, bro. Wait. Didn't Rice go over to him?
I've watched the clip. The Real Madrid players, they all bump into him. They start pushing him and all that.
They start doing the most.
Pulls him away. Then he keeps going over to him, bro. He's the first one over 3 times.
Who was there though? Who else was there?
He went there first 3 times. A couple man go over and say, "Well, go on," but Odegaard goes over and starts chatting to him,
doing all of that.
Hey, telling him, yo, hey, bro, did that hurt you? That's what he's saying. Yo, did that push hurt?
What's wrong with you, bro? He didn't say that. He's going over to him. Listen, he's saying to him, we're probably saying we're 3-0 up, but we've got this, isn't it? We're going through it. We ain't letting this slip. Trust me, we've got this. That's probably what he's saying.
Nah. All I'm saying, if we win this, if we win it, if he does this, that's when I turn off my telly and then I wait for someone else to pick it up. I will not be back in the sky, bro.
We're just going off on people that had an agenda against Mikel Arteta, but you got one against the captain. A man said we win the Champions League and he's going to turn off his TV and wait for someone else to hold it.
Wait. Let me rephrase that. If he turns up in PSG, all right, I'll be like, all right, you've done something now. Yeah? But for this whole Champions League, he ain't done nothing. So
he created the first goal against Real Madrid, bro. That's all.
This is how you know I'm a
first goal against Real Madrid. All him, bro.
I never used to follow the Arsenal players, yeah, because I'm a person where it's like you ain't gave me nothing to follow for, yeah. That's how I am. So you see Saka, I followed him, I followed Timber, I followed Marty, I followed Gabriel. You see Odegaard, I did not give him a follow. I said, you, bro, in my head, you ain't earned that yet.
This guy's mad.
You don't get a follow because you ain't earned that. You need to give me something in this Champions League or Champions League because the season's over for me to say, you know what? All right, cool. Bam, there's a follow because you've done something for me. No Holmes. All the others, Real Madrid, that's one of the best nights that we can remember in ages. So they earned it. Do you get what I'm saying? But Odegaard, he didn't get a follow. And I promise you, everyone else got a follow except for him. No one else.
You just want this the passion merchants and the screaming and shouting. And the thing is, the difference is someone like Roy Keane, yeah, if he was captain of this club right now, might have been a more of a destructive captain to players like Nwaneri and the Sakas and the Martinelli. See when Martinelli,
they might not want to show their personality with someone like that.
You see when Martinelli was off form. Do you think that's who he needed was a Roy Keane type captain at that point?
Yeah, that old school thing's gone now. That kind of way of leading.
You don't know what they needed. You don't know what Odegaard's bringing to the team. Odegaard's the type of person he's been doubted he was at Real Madrid at 15. Yeah, so he's already gone to a club and the biggest club in the world and kind of half failed. Come to Arsenal. Before we signed him, he was on loan first. People didn't even want him. They wanted Maddison.
That was picked first 6 months.
And Buendia and all that. People didn't want Odegaard. We signed him for 35 million. Not only did we signed him, he's one of our most important. He's the glue in our team. If Odegaard don't,
no. He ain't the glue.
Odegaard should be subbed out for Nwaneri in the middle. And I'm thinking, Bob, do you not even know?
Nwaneri's not ready for that yet, man.
He ain't the glue because we saw when Saka got injured. Hold on.
Oh, man was crying. Remember when Odegaard was out? Everyone was crying for him back as well, you know.
Hold on. When Saka got injured, we saw that Odegaard fell off a cliff. When Odegaard got injured, Saka was still doing his thing. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's stop this glue stuff, yeah? Because when he ain't got Saka,
you know what glue means,
bro, no. Because when he ain't got Saka, the guy looks missing. He looks lost. So he ain't the glue, bro. He's only good when he's got a certain player there with him.
Bro, when Odegaard is not playing, we can't string 2 passes together.
And when Saka ain't playing, there's no goals.
No, when Saka can't play, we don't win games. Saka's a match winner, but Odegaard is the glue, bro.
I hear you, but the difference is when Saka ain't playing, yeah, we lose and shit. When Odegaard ain't playing, we still win. We still win. Even when
we was struggling with Trossard. We were struggling.
We didn't lose, though. We didn't lose.
Bro, we was terrible. We were struggling.
Even last season, when Odegaard got injured and he went out of the team, that was the period
when we had no Saka. We were winning more games without Saka than without Odegaard. What are you talking about?
Pardon?
When we had no Saka, we was winning more games than without Odegaard. Without Saka, we didn't lose any games. What are you talking about?
That's not cap. I can't lie. That's not.
What are you talking about? When we had no Saka, we was winning every game still. When Neri was coming, we was winning every game.
Catch getting blinded by his hate for Odegaard now, man.
No, but wait. You're telling me when Odegaard was injured? No, my point is we weren't losing when Odegaard left. What are you talking about?
When Odegaard was not, when Saka wasn't playing, our form carried on.
And my point is, when Odegaard got injured, we were still carrying on ourselves. That's my point.
No, we weren't. We were struggling, bro.
That's a good point. Winning. We're able to win against City without Saka if we're doing that route.
Bro, we won. We beat Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 5-1. When Neri came in and was winning, games.
Tottenham also beat City this season. Man, what are we doing here?
I'm just mentioning, bro. I'm just mentioning what the chat's mentioning, my boy.
People won't agree in it, but just watch him. Just watch the guy, bro. Just watch.
We do watch him. But nobody's disagreeing with what you're saying about Odegaard needs to do better and get his confidence and score more and assist more. We agree with that. But then you're saying he's hiding, he's missing, he's not a captain, he's this. That's where we're rebuttaling. That's where the disconnect is.
So where's he been this season then?
He's not playing well, but he's not hiding.
We're going around in circles, bro. Exactly.
Understand. If he was hiding so much, you wouldn't even know that he's not playing well.
And we ain't got time to actually carry passages.
I'm not following him. That is hilarious. I'm not following him.
Hey, and someone in the chat said, "Who are you, Catch?" Bro,
we're just 3 lads having a bit of a football conversation. Calm down.
I think your girl might know me. It's a possibility. I'm not gonna cap. She might know me.
This guy's becoming the channel villain, man.
He is.
He's becoming a villain still, and he started off so well. And even that, I'm just saying, you wouldn't think Odegaard got 11 assists and 8 goals last year.
He's gonna be the villain of YouTube still.
He's turning into the villain. The season before last year, he got 15 goals.
Big up Tim, man. Big up Tim. Yeah. And Prom. Everyone else, yeah. Pep as well. And Pep. Everyone else, yeah.
Everyone else, yeah.
Big up. Remember,
I do think Odegaard needs to get his act together, though. All right, sir, man. Now we're talking about players. Trossard got man of the match.
Yesterday? Who did you play?
Yeah, yesterday. Dee did a madness against Real Madrid. Dee, come on, man. You was wrong about Trossard.
You know what it is with him? Trossard's either brilliant or terrible.
That's fair.
There's no in between, so it doesn't make no difference. He's either all the way down or all the way up. Easy pause. So the fact of the matter is, the reason why Arteta played that team was because he's obviously gonna play Marino in midfield against PSG. I'm assuming, and then play Trossard up top. That's what I think he's gonna do. Because party's out for it.
Wait, Jordan's comments there as well.
Love for the super chat. What one?
Look. He loves this guy. Hey, yeah, leave that.
Odegaard will go down as the second worst captain in Arsenal history after Gallas. Come on, man.
Don't know about that.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I don't know about that. He's 25 years old, bro. Like he's a kid.
What was that?
Man, are harsh, very harsh.
What was the super chat?
Love for the super chat. Odegaard ranks in terms of the best 8s and 10s. I hear that. I think he's more of an 8.5 than a 10. But yeah,
definitely. But he's top.
But wait. Hey, hold on. See, again.
We're holding on. We're listening.
Hold on.
Saying again.
hold on. We brought him as a 10, right?
You
Odegaard,
don't know.
10 and 8, yeah.
We did.
Where he's playing now is
Okay.
where it's always going to be.
When he first come, he was playing through the middle. Don't stop this.
He's
Brought
playing,
him as
yeah.
a 10.
He's playing in the same kind of role.
Hold
It's
on.
obviously evolved.
The consensus is if a player comes, like when everyone says, "Oh, we brought Havertz for centre mid and then he went up top," he's a failure. Ain't that the same thing then? If we brought him for a 10,
he's captain of the club, so no, it's not.
Yeah.
He became not captain and became captain.
Yeah, and he went from that tough first 6 months to the last 2 years prior to now, and we're in the Champions League semi-final.
If we brought you as a 10, and then you played it in an 8, ain't that a different position?
It is.
But then we could say Saka came into the first team as a left back. Now he's right wing. Like,
No, but we didn't buy him. But
it's the same premise, bro.
And even with Saka, he was always a right winger. He just come in.
And we could say the same with this man in question here, then.
Pardon?
But we know, man. We could say with this, with same logic with this man in question. We know where we're at. Like, man, have to just do jobs in the team.
Well, that don't even make sense. You know, it don't make sense what you're saying because we bought Henry as a left winger, one of the best strikers of all time.
Yeah.
No, it does make sense because that's what I'm saying.
Lauren as a centre mid ended up being a right back.
If you buy a player and he don't play that position, then that means he failed.
Like Henry.
No, but that's what people. Am I lying? Is that not what people say?
Yeah, but we're talking about us. Mad. You're going mad.
Your agenda against Odegaard's too strong, man. You just don't like the fella.
No, I don't
Why
like
would
him.
I not like him?
He said it for a while, though. To be fair, he's being consistent because he has said this before.
I've always said it.
Yeah, he said it. He has been consistent.
Said it before.
But he's moving overly harsh now. Overly harsh of someone that's just become a dad as well. It's very difficult. Do you
trying to wine catch
know
up?
what was the most? Go on, D.
You're trying to wine catch up.
Yeah, but he gets vexed. He never just lets that one slide. You know what was the most important takeaway from yesterday against these counter-attacking teams on small pitches? We play short corners. What did you not make of that? Because the last couple of games we've been doing the short corner thing.
Just keeping them guessing. Yeah, keeping them guessing, man. You know the back. Everyone at the back post run to the front post. That was getting everyone kind of knew what was going on. You had man like holding their arms in a line to stop the run and that. So he's just keeping it fresh, man. Ain't nothing wrong.
You got to remember, we scored from that.
Oh yeah, we did.
We scored from that short corner with that Declan Rice assist. That assist was brilliant again, in between the lines.
Could finish some shots out, to be fair.
Yeah, but everyone says you can't play passing between the lines and all of this stuff, innit?
Big up Tim's, yeah. Big up Tim's.
Swap Zinni on Ranieri for Ghost of God.
Ghost of God, that's cold.
That's foolishness.
Horrible individuals, man. He ain't strong enough to be I do think Odegaard could get a bit stronger for me in it, like, because I just think that's a problem of his, and it does piss me off. What did you not make of Martinelli, man? His form's turning around. He bagged.
Yeah, he might be back.
Certain man gave up on him. It's cool though, man. It's cool.
At crucial times as well.
This is what we need, man. Him, Marino, everybody. Do you man think we need a striker? We got 100 goals now in all comps.
100%, man. Stop this rubbish. Man.
I'm just asking the question.
110%. I don't want to, because you know what it is for the last season, for next season. There's no excuses. Do you know what I'm saying? So all these little things where people say, oh, they just need the striker, maybe another left winger and backup for Saka. I need all of this ticked off before we go into the new season, because I don't care if you don't get maybe the left winger, or you might not get the striker. That I ain't giving you time now, unless we win the